Hi, my name is Rosemary Nasta, and I thank you for subscribing to my channel. Please like and share. I would greatly appreciate that. I am new to YouTube. This is one of my first videos, so please bear with me as I make the videos and post them and so forth. I am learning, but learning on my own, so I look forward to making many more videos. So I just wanted to give you a brief summary of my story. So what I plan on doing is making other videos like 1 to 5 of my story because I always felt my story helped others. And at this point right now, I'm not ready to make a book. So I said, why not putting it in videos, but doing like 1 to 7, whatever it takes me to make the video and my story and what have I experienced on my journey so far. So when I was young, I did not know I had a gift. Um, I wasn't a child that really saw spirit or anything like that. I knew some things were weird. I felt very connected to the spirit world, like very curious about it. So I always read books and maybe looked at some videos. Remember back then, there wasn't a lot of stuff out there to really read about or do about. The first person I remember was like John Edwards and so forth. And I would watch his show and be amazed and so forth, and watching other mediums as well. Um, so again, I didn't see them. And what happened was, as I grew older, I would hear, and it would feel like felt, and it was sounded more like a radio frequency. So I didn't hear words yet or sentences. It was like I wasn't on the right channels. That's the only thing I can explain to you. When you put the radio on and it's static, and I would hear that for a while, and then I started um, seeing white orbs flying around, and then it went to like little shadows, like this, like I thought I saw someone, and then understanding signs and going, is that the spirit world? And then as that time went on, more books came out, YouTube videos, so forth. Teresa Caputo was already out, which opens us up to the spirit world. um so my grandmother died in 2014, and that's when it really opened up for me. I was devastated at her loss. um I was grieving very badly. She was my rock. So I took her death badly, and I really didn't even want to be here anymore. At that point, I just felt like I had enough here. Like, why am I here? I can't succeed in anything. I made so many mistakes along the way. Um, so many things I regret. Um, but I didn't know what my journey would be right now. So at that point, I just felt very depressed. I believe she was trying to get in touch with me. She started coming in my dreams. I didn't even know spirit really could do that. I only heard of it, but I would see her so clear. So I think they needed to send somebody, one that was not that close to me, so I would believe, but I wouldn't be afraid of. So they sent, and I guess he was willing to do it, my cousin's friend, Dominic. I was sitting on the couch. I didn't expect it. I was screaming at my general hospital, and I saw his face come in and go like this, like as if he was saying, "You see me," and I screamed. I was like, ah! So I called up my Reiki trainer, which at that time I already took Reiki 1. And I said to her, oh my God, this is what happened. She said, because he's trying to tell you that you see him. We're all trying to tell you of this gift. And now at Reiki, you're opening up more. Thus said that, I did also go to a bishop before that. And he told me that one day I would be known as a healer. Um, He didn't say I'd be working with saints like I do now or the divine. He just said that I would see the celestial realm, which is like the archangels and the higher ups, the divine. He said those I prayed for, some would be relieved. So he told me to pray. So I bought candles and I would pray for people, whether they were passing or sick. I would add their names to the candle and I would pray for people. Um, and basically he told me I would be doing healing. Bishop only stayed, I only knew him about like 7 months, but I trusted him so much with my journey. A lot of times I would get scared. Um, because I wasn't trained in it. I didn't, a lot of people say there would be trickster spirits and so forth. So, um, I was just this ordinary person that just, boom, got this gift. So, after taking Reiki 1 and 2, of course, I opened up even more. From hearing the static, I went to hearing words and sentences, going outside and giving little mini readings to people in my neighborhood. And then from there on, I loved it because I said, oh my God, I'm helping these people. I can't believe I'm talking to the spirit world. And from there, I took classes with Gina Simone, which is known for the book Whispers of Love. She is now a dear, beautiful friend of mine and still helps me to this day. So I took psychic mediumship with her to learn. And there's a lot to learn, doing this gift and protection and just opening yourself up to it. So she taught me a lot. I continue to watch videos and learn and take little meditations and classes. I was like a sponge trying to absorb and learn as much as I can, as everybody that's learning this. You want to learn, 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 learn. So after I did that, I would meditate. And at that time, my son needed to pass the regions for school. So I went next door to Anna. I knew her mom was coming, which was a very devoted religious woman. And I said, hey, listen, I brought in my prayer books. I said, we need to pray for Peter. I've been praying for months. And she said to me, oh, you have to pray to Padre Pio. She had a beautiful little Italian accent. I said, who's he? I said, I remember getting a card. So I had gotten something like this in the mail. And I didn't know who he was because I was very devoted to St. Anthony. I was raised on him and named my son after him. So I didn't want to throw the card out because I knew it would be disrespectful, but I was like, who is he? I think I seen him on a card. And she told me that he loved the children, how he made this hospital, how she prays to him. So I said, okay. So I prayed to him amongst the others, and my son passed the regents. So I then donated money to his shrine because it came in the mail, and I got like a small oil. So I was meditating, like I said, and I saw him come to the left of me. He came in and he kept coming in. So I said, wow, I wonder what he wants. That's a saint. By that time, which I will tell in my story, when I do the bigger version, I already met Archangel Michael. I made, which you can see in the background here, a protection spray, a clearing spray with him. I already met Saint Gabriel and all the archangels, and I even made a product with Saint Gabriel at that time. So I was like, wow, a saint's coming in. I already spoke to Jesus. He would be in my meditations to try to guide me. Now I have a close relationship with then. And he came in and I got up because I thought I was going crazy. And he told me to take his oil that I had there and bless the people. I thought he was crazy. He said no one would believe me until miracles happened. I then went and took the oil on my friend's mom. I didn't know what I was doing. I took my prayer book out and the oil. She was open to it, and she didn't even get, they had to put like a trig in her throat. They didn't even do it. They put her in a regular room. She did live 2 years longer, 2 or 3 years longer, and did have to go in a nursing home because she had several things wrong with her. But she wasn't supposed to make it or even breathe on her own. So that was a miracle in itself. So Padre Pio has helped me to grow here. He has been stern with me at times because he knows that I need structure. He's very loving. He helped me through a lot of things in my life and helped me to believe I did have a journey here. I had a purpose here and I belong here. Because remember, when my grandmother died, I didn't want to be here anymore. So I will share that again. I don't want to keep repeating myself in the story that I go into segments with. I started channeling. Then I made an oil with him, and I'll tell you that later on. And then I made an oil with St. Anthony, St. Francis, St. Peregrine, and now Blessed Mother. And I just made one with Jesus. So my journey is to help others. Again, I said that I was an intuitive medium. What does that mean? I could talk to your loved ones on the other side. I could tell you what they're saying to me. I see them, I feel them, and I could hear them. I even go a little bit deeper where there are times they blend with me, so the connection is really strong. I am a trance healer, an intuitive healer. Trance is when we take it from that mediumship a step further, and I actually let Padre Pio blend with me and come into my body. I believe the others use me as well, and at events or one-on-one healings, whether I'm touching you or I'm doing a Zoom like that, across from each other. Padre Pio is known for bilocation, so that's what I do as well, as a gift of mine that he had himself. If you look up his story, he had many, many gifts besides the stigmatas. So that is a little bit of my story. Like I said, I want to go into segments of my story. I wanted you to know what I do. So I do readings, and I also do healings, whether it's on Zoom or in person. Right now I'm not doing in person, but I'm known for doing events, whether it's on the beach, in caves, and hotels, and so forth. And I'm looking to grow with you. Like I said, I wanted to do something short to introduce myself. I do pray for others. I have a big page on Facebook. It's called Messages and Miracles of Saint Padre Pio. And then I have the mediumship side, which is Rosemary Nasta. It is just me, which I could put in the description below. On the Padre Pio page, we all help each other get through life here, our journey in Earth School, which I would call it. And we pray. You could put up prayers, and we all pray for your loved one, someone that's sick, whether it's a friend, yourself, or a family member, something that's bothering you. I do go live on that page. I teach a little bit. We do prayers. We do a little bit of healing besides the online events that I'm doing now until the spring comes. And we all help each other. It's a beautiful page. Padre Pio will come through on the page and give messages, and will bless the people on the page. So I had a beautiful journey from when I really started heavy, 2014, to now, working with the divine. The divine is Blessed Mother, their ascended masters. So I'm looking to spend this journey with you and help you in any way that I can. Again, if you could share this YouTube channel, like it and subscribe, it would mean so much to me. And like I said, I keep repeating this, but I promise to do it, is I will make videos. And like I said, it may take a few of my journey, so I can go more in detailed. And again, when I would tell my story for about 15 minutes in the beginning of my events, when I first started merging with Padre Pio, because he does come into my body, and I put my hands on people, and I was doing events that way, whether it was small or big. So I have an exciting story. So please look out for the other videos. The next videos I plan on doing is the story, telling you about each product I have, how to use the product, how it can help you, doing prayers. So it's like I'm praying with you. A lot of people send me prayers to pray on, like the bishop said for me to do. So I'll be teaching a lot on here. And I want to do both. I want to do the healings side, the videos with Padre Pio the Divine, but I also am a medium, and I love being a medium. And what you have to understand is Padre Pio had a lot of gifts beyond what I had. He had the stigmatas. He was a medium. People waited online to get a reading from him. They would bring him a picture and say, "Is my son alive in the war?" And he would let them know of dangers. So he was a medium as well. He was a healer. So I know some people that are Catholic don't believe in mediumship. I got a big sign from God. He sent me doves. I will tell that in my story, that it was okay to do this. And again, if you remember, Padre Pio had several gifts. And he chose to work through me just like he chooses a lot of people. We have a lot of things coming up. He wants me to teach class, to do attunements, to bless people with him, and so to work with others. He wants a lot of light workers, so there's a lot to come. So I will be doing a lot of videos. I ask you to bear with me because I'm uploading them myself. I'm making them myself. I'm learning how to use a webcam and I'm teaching myself. So just bear with me. And I appreciate you following me. And again, for coming on this journey with me. Thank you.